everyone, Felicia here. Since it's been a really long time since I've had the opportunity to put together an aquarium video, I figured I'd take advantage of this new tank build to get a video going for you guys. So I figured I'd do a quick narrated tour of the equipment on this tank and how I have all of it set up. And to start things off, I wanted to go ahead and reveal the new aquascape that I put together. So not 100% sure that this is final, but I'm liking it so far, and I figure it'll probably stay pretty close to this, maybe with just some minor tweaks. For this tank, I'm using the MaxSpec Razor Nano 60-watt light fixture. This is an older model of this fixture at this point. I've had this one for quite a while. For those of you who have followed my previous tanks, this was actually on the Seahorse tank originally, and then I used it as the Refugium light on the Predator tank. And I figured I'd use it on this tank now since it's in good shape. It's a good little light, and it's the perfect size for this tank. It's got 6 time points you can program throughout a 24-hour period, so you can do a sunrise and sunset. And it's also completely controllable, the blue channel versus the white channel, to get that white versus blue balance that you want. And this is actually the 10K fixture. The 14-gallon Peninsula tank doesn't come with a lid, so I did a do-it-yourself lid on this tank. The screen framing and screen corners I purchased from Home Depot, and then the netting is the 1/8 inch clear netting from Bulk Reef Supply. And then to hold this on the tank, I'm using the Innovative Marine 6mm lid clips. I went ahead and put my newest of my MP10 pumps on this tank. This is the MP10 Quiet Drive. This was on the Predator tank for a while before I took it down. Figured this would work nicely on this tank. I don't know if it's in its final position, but I went ahead and put it kind of diagonally opposite the return for now, which is probably a good place for it, but once I start stocking coral, I may end up moving it around a bit. Alright, on to the back chambers. So in the overflow chamber, I've upgraded the stock Innovative Marine filter sock to an in-tank media basket. Once the tank's all up and running and done cycling, the plan is to run some filter pad or filter floss and some Kimmy Pure Blue in this rack. You'll notice I have all the cords draped over that, but those can be pushed out of the way easily to take the rack in and out of the tank. In the middle chamber, since I'm not using a skimmer or a reactor, it's just my heater in here, so a pretty roomy chamber for that. And then in the return chamber, of course, we have the return pump. We have the optical sensor for the new micro auto top-off unit that I added, and then also the tubing for the auto top-off unit. Okay, so the auto top-off tubing and the cords for all of the equipment run down the back side of the tank, kind of behind the all-in-one section, so you can't see them. And they come down back behind the dresser, and then down to kind of to the side of the dresser, hidden behind some other furniture. I've set up one of these DJ style power strips where you can actually individually turn the power on and off to each different socket. So you can just turn off just the return pump or just the heater without having to turn everything off or unplug anything. Here's my rat's nest of cords. And also here's the controllers for the heater controller, and that's the MP10 controller there. Okay, and then the last piece of equipment for this tank is the Innovative Marine auto top-off reservoir. Since, as you can see, this is just sitting out in my living room next to the dresser that the aquarium's sitting on, I wanted something that looked nice. And I have to say I'm pretty impressed with the quality of this and just general sleekness of this reservoir so far. As you can see, there is the little DC pump that comes with that Auto Aqua Smart Micro Auto Top-Off unit. Much smaller than I was expecting, and considering that it gets 6 feet of head max, I believe. It's a pretty tiny, powerful little pump. Also, the Innovative Marine reservoir has this nice little built-in hot pink float there, so you can easily see the water level from across the room. And then the coolest feature is this drawer at the top that pulls out to make filling it easier. So now you can just pull it out, pour water from a bucket right into there, and as you can see, there's a slot in the back where the water then flows down into the reservoir. And then all of the tubing comes out of the back of the reservoir behind this drawer here. And not to leave Lily out of the video, she wanted to say hi. So this is Miss Lily, and she's enjoying her new tank so far. She's been checking it out. As you can see, she's sitting here watching it.
Come inside the air I breathe, while the band still plays. It's the end of the coldest week. Come down into the sea, 'cause everybody wants to get away sometimes, and everybody needs mistakes. When the sun